ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Chapter 13, the deliverance of Jagai and Madhai. Text 161. She dui madhyapa vedaye sthane sthane आइलश घाटे प्रभु करे गंगा स्नाने। So after chasing Lord Nityananda and Haridas Thakur, the drunkards, they came to a new place. They were not aware of the surroundings, and they resided at that place where they spent their nights and days. They were not aware because they were simply absorbed in sinful activity. So actually it is their good fortune that after chasing Nityananda and Haridas, they came closer to where Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu was staying, and they resided in that place. Actually, they stayed in that in the ghat, in the bank of Ganga, where Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu used to take bath daily. They stayed there. Text 162. Daiva yoge shei thane karibe kathana vedaiya bule sarva thai dehana. So by divine arrangement, because Nityananda Prabhu already decided to deliver them, that is why they made their hideout. Thana means hideout in Bengali. They made their hideout at this place on the bank of the Ganga, where Gauranga Mahaprabhu used to take bath daily. And from that place they went out and raided different homes and people and continued their sinful activity. And they would return back to that place. What kind of deplorable situation they were in. They could not even resist even for a moment without committing sinful activity. Text 163. Sakala lokera chitta haila shashanka kiba bad kiba dhani kiba maharanka. So every single person in Navadvip became afraid, full with fear. Whether it were great influential people, or whether they were very very rich people, or whether they Maharanka, very very poor people. All the three grades of people become dreadfully afraid of Jagai and Madhai. When they would raid their home, nothing was sure. Text 164. निशा है लेकिन के हो नहीं जाए गंगा स्नाने Yadi jayata vedasha visheshera gamane. So everyone began to take precautions after sunset. Nobody used to go to take bath in the Ganga because they were staying just beside the Ganga. Everyone was fearful of them. Yadi jai taba dasha visheshera gamane. And if they would go, then they would go with at least a group of 10 or 20 people together, so that Jagai and Madai's threat would be little diminished if they were in groups of people. Text 165. Prabhura badira kache thake nisha bhage sarvaratri prabhura kirtan shuni jage. So, since that hideout of theirs was just on the bank of the Ganga, just next to the home of Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So whole night there would be kirtan. Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu would never sleep, because his body is Satchit Anand. The body of Gauranga is Sat, Chit and Ananda. It means it doesn't require the four necessities like we require: eating, sleeping, mating, defending. These four activities are required for those who have material bodies. The spiritual body does not require such an activity. So the Lord hardly slept in the night. He understood his mission was to relish the love of Radharani and his devotees, and to understand the most confidential secret of his pastimes, and to deliver others by Sankirtana. So in the night he used to fulfill his desires, internal desires, by remaining awake whole night and engaging in kirtan with all his associates, who were actually his associates from the Vrindavan Leela. So he would relish those pastimes. And Jagai and Madai also had the great good fortune of hearing those pastimes, those kirtana pastimes. They would hear that sound, the music of kirtana, because they were staying so close by. Mridanga mandira baje kirtanera sange madhyera vikshepe tara shuni nache range. So when they heard the mridangas and the kartalas, mandira or kartala, another name for kartala is mandira. So when they used to hear the cymbals and the drums playing very beautifully along with the kirtan, they were intoxicated. So for some time they would forget external consciousness. But when they would come to external consciousness in between, while drinking and intoxicating themselves, then they would hear this kirtan and then they would start dancing at the tune of this kirtan, Sometimes when you see, people who come from outside the modern generation, they are very much like music in the kirtan. So they like the music, rock bands, pop. So when sometimes they enter into a place where the kirtan of devotees, they also start dancing. Hela, Namabhas, it is known as one of the abhas towards the holy names. They do not know the potency of kirtan chanting, and it is going to give the supreme benefit to their soul. But still unknowingly they just like the music, they start swaying to that music, they start dancing. So even unknowingly they are getting lots and lots of pious credits because they are appreciating the kirtan. They are appreciating the holy names, the music of kirtan. So that is itself puts them on the bhakti path. दूरे ढाकी सब ध्वनि शुनिबारे पाए शुनिले नाचिया अधिक मध्य खाए. So from far they could hear this kirtan of Gauranga and Nityananda and all the devotees. Advaita, Radhara, Srivas, they used to hear this transcendental kirtan, and they also become being drunk, they used to dance very wildly hearing this kirtan, and in fact they started drinking more by hearing the kirtan, and they wanted to become more intoxicated by dancing wildly. जखन कीर्तन करे दुई जन रहे सुनिया कीर्तन पुनः उठिया नाचे. So when the kirtan would go on, they would be dancing very widely. When the kirtan would stop, they would sit down in their drunken state, in their intoxication. So actually they did not know that even in the drunken state they were preparing themselves to be, they were dancing in the kirtan of the Lord. Prabhupada said, one time he said that if somebody drinks wine but remembers the name of Lord Krishna or Lord Gauranga, he is benefited. The Lord sees only the good qualities of the soul. Lord Krishna says in the Gita that I am the taste of wine, I am the taste of water. Rasoham apsukonte. I am the rasa, taste. By somebody drinks water, remembers the Lord, is very benefited. Any liquid. Actually, it is very difficult to forget Lord Gauranga Krishna, because how many times we drink in the day, we should remember the Lord. Drink water. How many times we eat, we should remember the Lord. With every bite, we should chant His name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. With every bite, with every morsel, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. No, we should chant when we are taking His prasad, Nityam. Every action in our daily life should be an incentive for us to chant His holy names. Then one can become fully Gauranga Krishna conscious during the day. Because whatever we do, when Gauranga and Nityananda and the associates were washing the temple of Gundicha, Sundarachala, with every pot of water, they used to transfer the water from Indradyumna Sarovar to Gundicha. So every pot of water the devotees would transfer, they would say, Hari Krishna, Krishna, Hari Gaura, Gaura. Transferring the water. Gaura, Gaura, Krishna, Krishna. Every time they would clean with the broom, they would chant the name Krishna, Krishna, Gaura, Gaura. Gauranga, Gauranga. So every activity we do should be accompanied by the name of the Lord. There was one devotee of the Lord called Kalidas, a great devotee. Nobody can imitate him, but he used to throw dice sometimes. And he threw the dice. He used to say, Hare Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda. So like that, nobody can imitate him, but we should try to follow in the footsteps of the great Acharyas. They never forget the holy names. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is also saying that जीवन अनित्य जानह सार, ताहे नानाविध विपद भार. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is singing that, my dear soul, Jivana Anitya Janah Sar. Please understand the essence that this human life is very, very temporary, flickering. Jivana Anitya. We are seeing millions of people die daily. But we feel that we will not die soon. We feel that it's a long time for me remaining. But actually, one can die any time. It just takes a small cell in our heart, small, to close down our brain, our mind, anything. Small accident. There are so many complex mechanisms, biological mechanisms going on in our body, which can stop at any time. Nobody knows. Jivana Anitya, greatest sword of death is always hanging on our heads. Doomsday. Janah Sar. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, now after we die, the whole world will forget us. Maybe one day they will do our memorial, this thing. Then everything will run as nothing has happened. But still others never think that I am also going to die. The same fate is going to come to me. Nobody thinks. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says this human life is actually a preparation for death. Jivana anitya janah sar. Because we have very less time, we should try to immediately grasp the essence of this human life. Jivana anitya janah sar. Tahe nanavidha vipada bhar.
This is the Anuraki Kirtan.
Yeah, I don't know the Kirtan, the morning. Jivana anitya janah sar.
We used to sing this every morning.
Yes, the beautiful song of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, one of the classic songs of how Gauranga goes out to deliver the fallen souls. So, Tahe nana vida vipada bhar. Even though the human life is very, very temporary, even during that short span of time, which is not guaranteed, we have so many burdens and responsibilities. Tahe nana vida vipada bhar. So even the short time is even shortened. Even more, it has become very difficult. That so many responsibilities. Sometimes when we become old also, we are still thinking about our grandchildren, how they are my daughter's granddaughter, daughter's children, how they are doing this, that. Whole family becomes like a tree, We are still thinking about we are never thinking about what is going to happen at death, not preparing for death. We become so tied up in our nana vipada calamities and our responsibilities. We are trying to always be the problem solver, trying to be the mentor and the guide to our family, to our society, to our nation, to the world, but we forget to prepare ourselves for this exam of death. And this next destination of the soul is going to be, that is in our hands now. Asannapi kleshada ashadeha. Bhagavatam says that we are creating our next body now. by the activities in this life. Nunam pramatta kurute vikar. So, those who are performing inauspicious activities, they are sealing their fate in the next body of Kleshad. That very, very distressful next body one is going to have. So, what is the formula? What is the only way? No paths of spirituality will work, because the human life is very temporary. In Kali Yuga, people have very, very dull mind, intelligence, and lack of time. Almost 18 hours a day, 14 hours a day are going in working. As Kali Yuga progresses, people have hardly any time, maybe in the weekends. Those who work in the metropolitan cities, they are like almost 10 to 12 hours. They are working. And then traveling, commuting from home back takes another 2-3 hours. Almost 10 to 12 hours, or if 14 hours going. Life is passing like this, like a lightning bolt, and will become old very soon. Not realize. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, my dear souls, please, and even though the life is passing so fast, there is still so much risk. Any moment we may die. So only way to really save the souls in such a precarious situation is Namashray kori jatane tumi Thakah apan kaje. That wherever you are, whatever doing, always chant the name. While working, while talking, while sleeping, while eating, take full shelter of the holy names of the Lord. Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda. Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaur. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Always take shelter of the name. Yeah. Day by day, one day is closer to death. So please take the ashray of the Naam desperately. Very easy, the Nama Yoga. This Nama Yoga is the yoga for Kali Yuga. Nama Bhajana, Nama Yoga. Nama Yoga is so sublime, it gives the highest fruits as well as it is very easily performed. One can even be chanting within our mind and heart when one is talking with someone. One can easily chant while one is eating, one is sleeping. One doesn't have to perform this hard bodily strenuous yogic techniques to perform Nam Yoga. Yoga means connection with God. So Nam can connect us without even our body being as flexible. Normally, to perform asanas, we have to perform yam and niyam, 8 kinds of regulations. And then we come to asana, then comes to pranayama, the Ashtanga yoga system, to breath control. The Nam Yoga is so sublime that you can, directly, the Nama will link us to God, even though we do not have yam, niyam. Because in Kali Yuga, nobody can perform yam and niyam, the first 2 steps of Ashtanga yoga. So Nam can take us up directly to Samadhi, the highest level. And the lowest person, who has no time. So that is the way one has to take shelter in Kali Yuga.